AmandaLand, AmandaLand, AmandaLand.
Good morning. My act is not together. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Happy Monday. What a time. What a time we're in. Good morning to everybody out there. Welcome to Views from AmandaLand. It is Monday, February 3rd. Happy Black History Month. And actually, you know what? Let me change my little calendar. Hold on now. Let me play some music while I change this little calendar. Oh no! Damn. Oh no, it's gonna be one of these days. Okay. I see you Monday. I see what you want. I got you. But see, Monday didn't know I had double-side tape. All right. Somebody in the comments was like, I think it'd be really great if you had an audio producer. No shit, Sherlock. No shit, Sherlock. I think it would be great if I had an audio producer too. They said I think it would make it would make the listening experience so much better for people. No kidding. Is that right? Like what? You don't say. You don't say. Is that right? Like, mind you, it's not like they're volunteering. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're saying, oh, I'm gonna do it. No. Donovan, I can't tell you how much I don't care that Beyonce won a Grammy. I don't care. I don't care about anybody winning Grammys. Because I think Grammys are a waste of time. But I understand. You understand what I'm saying? I understand why they want the Grammy. But I couldn't care less about Beyonce winning a Grammy. Beyonce is a multi-billionaire. Like, I mean, millionaire. Beyonce, like a Grammy. Say something about Palestine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Artists at one point in time used to be about speaking about things. And now artists are people literally say they're just an artist. That's the new thing. That's the new thing that people say. They're just an artist. And I'm like, that used to be the whole thing though. You an artist. So you're expected to be about things. That's what the artists are. And now they're like, she's just a singer. I'm like, really? He's just a rapper. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's great when anybody is given acknowledgement for the work that they have put into their work. So I don't take that from anyone. So, congratulations to all of the winners last night. I know that there's a certain level of affirmation that comes from winning those awards. And when you're in that world, it really is considered the pinnacle of achievement for a lot of people. So, I get it. And congrats to everybody who won an award last night at the Grammys. Today however, is a different kind of awards, because today we are here at the first ever Views from AmandaLand review show. Yes, it's a first ever. It's our review show. And so the thing about the review show is that this is a time where you're going to get to show off how much you really know. Okay? You're going to get to show off how much you really have paid attention to this show that we do here, how much you're really actually caring about the show that we do here. And I think it's really going to be cool. Now, the unique thing about today is that you're going to see your fellow AmandaLanders coming on screen. Yes, your fellow AmandaLanders will come on screen. They will get the opportunity to be in the show, and they're going to play games. And you guys are going to get to judge. That's what I'm trying to make happen. I want you guys to be able to judge. So I'm going to put up a poll with each question, and you guys will get to judge. So like, for instance, I'm going to put up a poll right now, and we'll do a little test. So the test is, do you celebrate Black History Month all year?
Formula. Like, it truly doesn't get better than that.
Okay, so this is the poll. So it goes in the chat. Okay, see, it's at the top of the chat. So this is the poll. So it's at the top of the chat. Do you see it? All right, so we're seeing the results come in. Yes, so far it's 94%. We love it. So that's how it's going to go all day. All right, that's how it's going to go all day. And we're locked in, and we've got a whole show ahead of us. Now, I want to say this too. We only had 8 people sign up, but there are 10 categories. So I want to know if there are 2 people who want to sign up to be in the Blop Quiz category, which is the Black Pop Quiz category. We need 2 more people to sign up for the Black Pop Quiz category. And that is the last category. So if you have to go, in an hour, don't sign up for that. Ooh, that was my neck, y'all. That was my neck. So don't sign up for that one if you have to go. Okay? But if you do, then if you're down, then send an email to vfowl to, where is this? At Smart, or just drop your email in the chat. Send an email, because I'm not going to be able to check it. But just drop your email in the chat if you want to participate. Okay? And you get a chance to win you a Smart, Funny, and Black pin, which I'm not even wearing my Smart, Funny, and Black pin. Oh my God. Okay, I definitely fell coming up the stairs. You can win you a Smart Funny and Black pen. Yay! Okay. All right. Let me throw on my pen real quick. Throw my pen right here. So, it's been a lot going on, y'all. You know, it's funny. I was like, thank goodness we're doing this little review show, because I don't even want to do the news today because it's going to change so drastically by tomorrow. By the way, I just want to say how irritating it is seeing Democrats tweet. I don't want to see you tweet. I want to see you in sneakers with the people outside protesting. That's what I want to see. Okay? I want to see you in sneakers outside protesting. Are you saying no sound effects because you're saying you can't hear the sound effects? Or are you saying no sound effects meaning that you don't like the sound effects? Which one is it? Ah. My computer restarted and it did not have the settings the way that they were supposed to. But now everything is fixed. I apologize for the jankiness. This is not how I want to live my life. I really do apologize for the jankiness. So the way the show is going to go today is we are going to have a series of games that are related to a number of categories, okay? The categories are Step Up Yo Vocab, American Politics 101, U.S. Current Events and Concepts, Jet Setter Studies, Global News and Concepts, Exploratory Jammin' on the One, which is Music and Cultural Arts, and the Blop Quiz. Okay? And the Blop Quiz. So we've got all of that coming up today. Now, the other thing is that, again, we have folks that are going to be signing on to take part in these games. We have folks that are going to be signing on to take part in these games. Now, I had asked people if they wanted to volunteer, but I don't know if they put their emails in here, but we'll see later. All right. So we have folks. Now, somebody already did not read the instructions because they've been sitting here the whole show. And I told them, do not come on here until you are asked to come on here. But she's been sitting on here the whole show. Y'all, read instructions. Read the instructions. It is very nerve-wracking having someone sitting here while I'm doing the whole show. I ain't gonna say her name, but she know what it is. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm not gonna throw her out there like that. Woo, child. Oh my God, y'all are the best. All right, let's do our church announcements real quick. Remember, this is Views from AmandaLand. We wake up on the right side of history, Monday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. To everybody joining us live for the first time, welcome, welcome. As you all know, I have left Instagram, so if you want my points of view, you're going to have to either get them here or you can get them at Patreon. That's right, because on Patreon, we have the SEAL Squad where I do a lot of my commentary. I share a lot of my commentary in the video stylings of things. And, you know, I was just put on last night to Substack. I signed up for Substack, and I really want to challenge myself to only stick to doing video on this and on Patreon. I mean, there's like little videos that end up going to shorts, but for the most part, I really, really, really want to stick to that because that is where I want you all to get my work. And I want to get out of the habit of just throwing up stuff willy-nilly and instead writing things to put on Substack that you all can really get into. Also, to my understanding, Substack has a much more erudite audience, if you will. So I'm also looking forward to that. So I will be staying here at the YouTubes with Views from AmandaLand Monday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Please subscribe if you have not. Please subscribe. I do the show for free. Your subscriptions, your comments at the end of the show, your supers during the show, all of them go to supporting this project, and we are supported by viewers like you. So there's that. Also, please try and watch for 20 minutes. If you ever watch any of my videos, try and watch the whole thing. Even if you don't watch the whole thing, like even if you're not tuned in, just like set your phone down and walk away. Okay? Just set your phone down and walk away. The word is erudite, Erudite. Look it up. Look it up. Please replay the episode. So shout out to my replay crew. So many of you are on a regular basis. Just throw this up and say replay crew, and I really appreciate you. All right. Remember to drop a seal in the chat if you like what I'm doing. Drop a seal in the chat if you like what I'm doing. For those of you asking what my name is on certain platforms, take a guess. Take a wild guess. That's right. It's my name. Yes, it is my name. It is my name. So there's that. You can catch me on Blue Sky. You can catch me on Substack. I will be on Twitch to do my mailings and whatnot. So also, I think I'm going to try and figure out how to stream on Twitch when we're doing this as well. So I want to shout out everybody who has come with me from Instagram, who may not have been there before, or who may have been there before but was like, you know what, I'm gonna come show her love over here. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for understanding my stance. Now, you know, full disclosure, I still have to use the flipping platform to find videos because there really is nowhere else to pull videos from. So I really can't wait till there is another platform that has the ability to do that. But I do so on a page that does not have any followers, and I don't want to have it. I don't want to engage in any ad sales, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not ideal. It's not ideal, but unfortunately, it is where we're at right now. And the biggest thing for me is also to not be continuing to pour my energy, to pour my talent, to pour my thoughts into a space that is actively telling me with their policies that we don't care. We don't want your safety. We don't care about you being protected. And we also don't think that you are on the same level as the rest of us. I think it's also important to acknowledge that places like Meta have done so much work to shadow ban. It is unbelievable how much work they have done to shadow ban. And, you know, those of us who have been speaking about topics that really need to get amplified, they will shut you down in a second. They literally at one point shadow banned my page and tagged it as a page that spits false truths. Yeah. So thank you to everybody who's come over here, who's rocking with us. You know, we got 525 in the live. Let's get that up to 1,000. And I always ask everybody, you know, if you don't got no bread, because listen, money is tight right now, at least tell a friend. That, you know, at least spread the word, okay? Spread the word and tell a friend. And if you do got a little $5 a show, maybe you can subscribe to my Patreon and be a part of the SEALs squad or add a super to support the space. All right. Now, just so you know, tomorrow will be a regular show where I will be telling you all the rundown of the news of things. There's a lot going on. We are in the middle of a coup, if you did not know. Elon Musk is successfully right now taking over the Treasury Department's hard drives, is able to literally have access to millions of Americans' bank accounts, and I mean their social security numbers, their payment information, etc. This is incredibly disconcerting. He was not stopped. Capitol Police did not stop him. The FBI did not stop him. Nobody in those offices was able to stop him. They were asked to leave or taken on leave. And he has a team of folks between 19 and 24 who are helping him do this. So this is a really, really scary situation. And anybody who watched Handmaid's Tale knows that the way it started was they froze the accounts of all women. They froze the bank accounts of women, and they made women no longer allowed to be employed. That was what happened in the Handmaid's Tale. So when I see things like this, it feels like art. It feels like life imitating art. The Democrats, who a lot of people continue to think are going to save them, do not have any idea what to do. And if they do have any idea what to do, they're not telling anybody. They are literally tweeting about it. And that makes me confused. The stock market right now is also tanking. It's just a really, really doozy of a time. And we have seen the history of this administration. We've seen when they took away, when they took away regulation on trains, there was a train crash. They took away regulation, they changed regulation on planes, there's plane crashes. So, this is not something that we should take lightly. And anyone who thinks this is good just simply doesn't know what they're talking about. However, again, I will remind you that this is when you need to be going to your city council meetings. You need to be finding the organizations in your community that are working together, that are banding together to help the less fortunate or to help each other, etc. So this is going to necessitate getting out of your house, getting out of your comfort zone. It's going to necessitate maybe adding a little extra work to your efforts of existence, and that is going to help you in the long run. So please challenge yourself to do this. Challenge yourself to do this. And as Pantara Villarreal points out, tariffs started the Great Depression. I do believe that is what they want. They want a depression. There's a boycott tomorrow at the Department of Treasury in DC. Miss Latia points out. And not a boycott, but a march. And honestly, if you're out there, be out there. I'm trying to, Deborah says he may not, I hope he doesn't F around my disability and others. The reality is that he probably is going to F around with your disability and Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security. That is what's happening. So wear your face mask if you go out there tomorrow. For everybody who is looking at trying to figure out where they can be in the mix, there's certain pages, Dear on Instagram, I know Dear White Staffers often posts when different, what's the word I'm looking for? Different protests and marches are happening. Some states, by the way, have health insurance and disability enshrined in the state. Okay, so that's something you should also take a look at. What are the actual laws within your state around things like DEI, around things like Medicaid, Medicare, and health insurance? For instance, Massachusetts, as Meg tells us all the time, has healthcare enshrined in the state. So we have to remember, we do not have a centralized government. We have a decentralized government here in the United States. So there's the federal and then there's your state level. And there are certain things that even if the federal changes, that the state cannot change unless their House and their Senate actually changes it. So I want you to go and check out what your state has got going on. Now, there are certain laws that once it sets precedent on a federal level, that it actually ends up circumnavigating the lower courts, and that is related to the 14th Amendment. So, for instance, when Roe v. Wade was in place on a federal level, it was attached to the fact that the 14th Amendment says that anybody who is considered a United States citizen has access to these rights. So no matter if you live in these states, it was a right to be able to get an abortion. And so the individual states could not stop you from your right as a U.S. citizen to be able to have access. So whenever they say we're sending things back to the states, that means they have taken it out of the federal government's hands and made it now a state right that individual states can choose, and it is no longer an overarching federal law that is attached to the 14th Amendment. This is also when they are trying to repeal the 14th Amendment, which I believe they're actually trying to do. The 14th Amendment says that everybody has rights. What a repeal of the 14th Amendment would do, it would say that individual states get to determine who has rights. And if they wanted to, they could then create a federal law of who has rights. And as we know, this is a nation that was founded on the federal law that only white landowning men had rights. Okay? So shout out to everybody who is going out there to the marches. Understand though, marching is not going to cut it. These people are not afraid of marching. I just want to make that clear. These people are not afraid of marching. Marching has never been enough. You have to be marching to do something. You have to be marching to disrupt. Okay? So for instance, like in LA this weekend, they marched onto the 101 highway and stopped traffic. Like you have to be stopping the flow of money. That's essentially what has to be happening. And stopping the flow of money has shown up in a myriad of ways. However, that is what it has to be doing. It has to be causing disruption. Now, when they march in New York, it does stop the flow of money because the marches be so thick and so thorough that people who would be normally going to those places to shop be like, I can't. They out there. Now, as you know, they passed this whole Antifa thing saying that like Antifa, well, they're trying to pass this whole thing that Antifa is now considered terrorism, and they can just decide who's Antifa. They can decide that if you are against the government, that you are Antifa. And you're not against government, but you may be against this government, or you may be against the Israeli government, and then they can decide that you're a terrorist. That's happening. That's happening. Like, this show may not be able to exist here. I may end up having to do this show on some type of VPN where you're signing in off of some type of site, you know, like I may have to go to Grenada to do the show. Like, that's where we're going. Okay? So I'm not trying to be alarmist as much as I'm trying to be a realist of what the possibilities are, because I think so many people are feeling like there's some magic angel that's like going to swoop in. If I see one more person say, you know, I just feel like, God, if you don't shut up, would I just feel like God? If you're not going to finish that sentence with, I just feel like God is going to give me the strength to get through this, then I don't want to hear the rest of the sentence. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the rest of the sentence if you feel like God is going to save you in this situation by somehow making somebody else available to fix it. I think that's really, at the end of the day, as somebody who believes in God, I think that is a gross misuse and misrepresentation of this greater power. And I think God, in how it exists, is looking at you like a fool. Okay? Now, want to remind you that you can go to AmandaLandExports.com and get your new, these are the latest drops at AmandaLandExports.com for Black History Month. You can get your Smart, Funny, and Black pen. Okay, I'm very proud of my Smart, Funny, and Black pen. I designed this pen. Let me tell you a little story real quick about my Smart, Funny, and Black pens. When I designed the Smart, Funny, and Black pen, it was because I had originally had the Smart, Funny, and Black logo designed by an intern. And then when I asked her how much she would charge for me to actually use it in an official capacity, she charged me $90,000. $90,000. And let me tell y'all, her version was definitely not this. So when she hit me with $90,000, I said, oh, you good. You got that. You good. You got that. And so I let her rock with that. And I made up my own design, which is so much better than what she had actually created. Thank you. So shout out to me. Because I was like, ma'am, what are you talking about? Ma'am, what are you talking about? So yeah, get you a Smart, Funny, and Black lapel pin at AmandaLandExports.com and show your love and support. Now remember, the pins are only available for a limited amount of time. We are actually currently right now sold out of bonnets. So I have to ask them, you know, if I added to the bonnet order, because you know what will happen is I'll ask like, okay, how long does it take to make this many bonnets? And that's when they'll tell me, and that's how I'm able to know whether or not we can like fill an order. So I'm asking them how much, you know, if we'll be able to change that. So we'll see. Maybe we'll be able to get more bonnets up and do a second drop for the bonus bundles. All right, are y'all ready for a show? Are y'all ready for a show? If you are competing in the Step Up Yo Vocab segment, please come on stage. If you are competing in the Step Up Yo Vocab segment, please come on stage. It's time for us to start the games. It's time for us to get into the show. I'm so excited about this because I feel like what happens is a lot of us, we just watch TV and we just see things and we don't really remember them and we don't remember anything. And that really is an indicator that we're not really taking in the knowledge, okay? We're not really taking in the knowledge. Step up your vocab. Step up your vocab. Now, I don't know why this image is taking so long to actually say step up your vocab, but Is it ever going to say it? No? Never? Okay, great. Fabulous. So I took the time to make this for no reason. Incredible. So waiting for people to join, waiting for, let's see, I'm waiting for Patrina and Ozoria. Patrina and Ozoria, waiting for you all to join to play Step Up Yo Vocab. Waiting for you to join to play Step Up Yo Vocab. Patrina and Ozoria. Patrina and Ozoria, waiting for you to join to play Step Up Yo Vocab. So the way this is going to go today, guys, is that I have people that have signed up to play in particular games, and they will get the opportunity to compete against each other. But what the competition is going to work in this particular way. I will be asking you all to vote. So instead of it being like someone buzzing in, I'm going to ask you all to vote, which I think is like way more interesting. So Patrina and Ozoria, are you all not coming on stage? What's happening? I don't know. You know, I knew I was taking a long shot by giving people instructions and them actually following them. Like, I knew that was definitely like, is this going to actually work? And sure enough, here we are. I sent the instructions. They not here, y'all. Patrina and Ozoria are not here. They really just, they flaked on me. They flaked on me. Well, Patrina and Ozoria, thanks for nothing. Let's get into the game. So we'll just play the game with y'all, okay? You signed up and never got a confirmation email? I sent all of you all confirmation emails last night with the links, and I know that they were received because some people signed on already. So I don't know what happened. It's like, I don't know. I'm confused. I sent everybody emails. Hold on. I'm going to play some music. Check your spam, y'all. Check your spam. So here we have Patrina telling me now, yeah, I'm not available to participate. Why did you sign up? Why did you sign up? I hate y'all so much. This is why I do things by myself. Literally. This is why I do things by myself, because I can't take people canceling. And I literally said, do not sign up unless you are available. Do not sign up. God damn. So here we go. Oh my goodness. All right, so we have a bunch of people that signed up overnight. Now, I don't know how y'all thought I was going to be able to reach you. Okay, Felicia. Felicia, you did not sign up for Step Up Your Vocab. You signed up for American Politics and Exploratory Jamming, but we already got some folks for that. All right, so let's see. Yolanda Lockhart Davis, are you in the chat? Yolanda Lockhart Davis, are you in the chat? Dun, 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 dun. Yolanda Lockhart Davis, are you in the chat? Is Yolanda in the chat? Is Yolanda in the chat? Is Antia in the chat? Is Yolanda or Antia in the chat? Let me know if Yolanda or Antia are in the chat. All right. Antia is here. Antia, do you want to play? Do you want to play? Step Up Your Vocab. Let me know. And Tia, if you would like to play Step Up Your Vocab, let me know. Do we have Olivia here? Is Olivia from Boston here? Okay, we got Paloma here. Is Olivia from Boston here? Olivia from Boston, are you here? Where you at? And Tia says she gonna try. Well, you signed up, Antia, so I'm assuming. Okay, so I'm gonna send an email to Antia, and hold on now. Doing this on the fly, y'all. Doing this on the fly. Woo, child. All right. Antia, there is an Olivia. We got Olivia. Let's see. Do we have Olivia from Boston? Are you saying that you're down? Let's find out. Oh my goodness, this feels so janky and raggedy. I can't even deal with the raggedy jankiness of this. And I really was organized. I was so organized. All right. I was so organized. Do we have Olivia? Nope. We don't have an Olivia in here ready to play. So if you would like to play, then you can go to viewsfromamandaland.com and sign up. Okay? And sign up right now. Now, Antia, I just sent you your link to get in here. And someone said this is a Teams meeting at work. I know that the people who are listening to this on podcasts are like, what is this? And let me just tell y'all something. When y'all say things like maybe she got nervous, I don't care. Okay. I know that we really do this thing these days where we center our emotions. And I think that's a beautiful thing. But we've gotten to a point now where centering our emotions, if it is inconsiderate or if it is if it cancels on somebody, is irrelevant. And I think there's something really important to acknowledge that if you are a nervous person, don't sign up. Like you need to know that about yourself. And I think that we've gotten into this point now where we do this whole thing where we talk about like our mental health and how we're feeling. That is important, yes. But there's also just the fact that when you take responsibility for certain things or when you involve yourself in certain things, show up with your feelings. Show up with your feelings. So, and I don't say the link to sign up too fast. The link to sign up is literally on the Views from AmandaLand page. It's there. I don't say the link too fast. It's the name of the goddamn show. Okay? So Felicia's going to show up nervous. I'm sending Felicia. Now, Felicia, just be on deck, Felicia. Felicia's a rider anyway. She be here with us on a regular basis. So Felicia's a rider. And Reggie Green, are you here? Reggie. Is Reggie Green here? Yes, people are inconsiderate. Is Reggie Green here? Fatima said, it took me 2 seconds. I found it. Thank you. Thank you, Fatima. I hate when people be acting like I'm not like intentional about things like that. All right. Reggie's here. Reggie, you signed up. You ready to play? We ready to get Reggie in here? Are we ready to get Reggie in here? All right. I just want to shout out myself for what's happening right now because this is some real on the fly. This is live, okay? This is what live is. This is your girl having a whole experience of live, all right? So Antia is on deck. Antia is on deck. So while we wait for Reggie, we're going to talk to Antia. Antia, what's going on? Okay, you got to unmute yourself. Just calm down. Just breathe. Breathe. Okay, so you got to find the mic. And then when you find the mic, someone said, this is my first time catching the show live. Y'all, this is a different kind of show that you catching live. And Tia, your mic is going to be on the bottom left. See where it says it has a little mic and it may say mute. Or you can look in settings and see in settings. and say, there's that. So look for that. You didn't see where the sign up was, Raquel? The sign up is on the website, viewsfromamandaland.com. That's where it is, babe. Viewsfromamandaland.com. That's where the sign up is, viewsfromamandaland.com. So we're going to let Antia work that out. While she is working that out, we are going to be talking about this first game, which is Step Up Your Vocab, okay? Now, this first game, Step Up Your Vocab, this is what's going to happen. I am going to present each of our contestants with a word, and then they are going to have to present a sentence for that word. You guys, at the end, are going to get the opportunity to judge who had the best sentences. Now, I want y'all to just pour into the chat and give Antia all the encouragement because she's figuring it out. You see this? She's pulling out technology right now. She's pulling out headphones. She went to the back. I didn't know if she was coming back with a gun. So she's got stuff, okay? Okay? She said, let me go over here and get this thing to possibly work this thing right, okay? Sarah says she is here for the chaos. We love interaction. We love an interactive connection. Okay. Can you all hear Antia? Because I can't hear Antia. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Hola. Yes,
There we go.
I don't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
No.
wait,
Okay.
No. Okay. Wait. Oh, I know. It's not funny. It's not funny phone. I know what's happening.
Okay,
It's
Reggie done
not
signed
funny.
on. We got Reggie in the building. All right, we got Reggie in the building. We got Antia in the building. So while Antia's working this out, we got Reggie. And so Antia, you handle what you handling while I talk to Reggie. Reggie, I want to thank you for stepping in, man. Reggie said, you know what? I'm a black man. I'm going to stand up.
I said, you know what? I'm here.
You're
I'm pull out.
here. Reggie, where are you representing from?
I'm from Bowie, Maryland, and Morehouse College. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Shout out to Morehouse. Shout out to Morehouse.
Mhm.
So what made you say I'm gonna step in?
I saw you struggling a little bit. I wanted to help. I can't let you do that Black History Month. It's day 2. Day 3. Sorry. So
Day 3.
yeah, it's day 3. Yeah.
While we are letting Antia work this out, did you see the video of them girls on the Grammy carpet interviewing Babyface?
Yeah.
Honey, it is day 3 of Black
I
History
wasn't shocked
Month.
nor surprised.
Wait, Antia is getting hydrated because she's so stressed. Okay, Antia, I want you to. We gonna bring somebody else on while you work it out. Would that make you feel better? Hold on. All right, her mic is muted. I'm unmuting your mic. I can't unmute your mic. You have to unmute your mic. So you can go to the bottom left. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Go to the bottom left. See that little mic on the bottom left and click it. Okay. So I should be able to hear you. I think something's going on with your device. I think that's actually what the problem is. But yeah, I think that may be what the problem is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you off screen and you're going to work it out because this is too much stress for you on a Monday. We can't deal with that. Okay. I got you. Take your time, baby. Take your time. Now, do we have anybody else who wants to join to compete against Reggie in Step Up Your Vocab? Is there anybody who wants to join? Fatima says she wants to join. Okay, Fatima, hold on now. I'm going to get you right now. Fatima, you didn't even sign up for Step Up Your Vocab. Fatima, you didn't sign up for anything. Fatima, what are you doing? You didn't sign up for anything. Y'all, I swear, sometimes I be like, I don't care how easy I make things. Folks be like, it's difficult. It's gonna be difficult. Let's go make it difficult. Shout out to Antia for trying. She said, come on, man. Come on, I'm in it. But you know what? I just sent it to Fatima. Fatima's going to come on, and we're going to get it cracking with this right here. Step up your vocab. Reggie, do you feel like you have a strong vocabulary?
Yes, I do. I
Really?
was
And
a, I
can
was an English major, so. hmm
okay.
hmm
So Fatima's got something that okay, Fatima, I see you in the chat and I need to see you here on the bottom of the screen. That's where I need to see you. Okay? Now, you're an English major at Morehouse. What do you do now?
I work in communications, but I primarily write about color and how we can use it to manipulate our environments for our betterment. Sorry, my
Tell me
voice. It
more.
was a
I'm
birthday. Yeah.
intrigued. Tell me
um,
more.
I use like what I call color philosophy. So I use like psychological facts or like the science behind how colors influence us to then like create color stories. So how we can use like a lampshade to influence a certain era of positivity in our home, or how we can use brown in our closets to have more sound thought. Um, it's just like using, yeah, just how we can manipulate like the benefits of color for our betterment because it's free mental health.
You know, I talk about this in my upcoming book,
Nice.
Body Waving Through the BS, dropping October on Simon and Schuster. And I was going through like a really, really terrible time.
hmm
And I realized that my house was painted orange. And I realized like, oh, you're sitting in hell.
It's overstimulating.
It's overstimulating.
Yes.
And I looked up serenity colors. And light
hmm
blue was considered at the time like the serenity color. So my
hmm
friends literally came over and we painted my house light blue so I could get out of hell. Now Fatima signed on and then disappeared.
Oh, there she
I
go.
don't know where Fatima
I'm
went.
here.
There she go.
I was like,
I'm
where'd
here.
she
I'm
go? She got
here.
abducted. All right, Fatima, welcome. Oh my God, y'all, we did it.
We did it.
You hear?
Okay, so the way this game is going to work is I'm going to give each of you a word and you will come up with a sentence. Now, at the end of the game, we're going to ask our AmandaLanders who had the best sentences. The reason why we're doing it this way is because, internet causes latency and I don't want to play games where it's about buzzing in first because it's not fair depending on people's internet speeds because, well, these monopolies determine our different internet speeds in different places where we live. But that's
This is
another
why I
show.
love you.
It's another show for another time. All right. So, Fatima, real quick, we got to know Reggie a little bit. Fatima, where are you hitting us from?
I am located in North Jersey.
All right. Shout to North
I
Jersey,
am
Jersey.
originally Pakistani, but I was
Nice.
born in New York and pretty much lived here all my life. I'm a research analyst for a PR agency. And yeah, just trying to survive these times.
hmm
We feel you. Now,
Yeah.
do you consider yourself someone with a good vocabulary?
I would think so. I was always good at spelling bees, so I don't know if
Okay,
my
all
culture
right.
was
So we
good,
got some real
but
competition here. All right, so you guys are competing to win yourself a Smart, Funny, and Black pin like the one I am wearing right here, okay? Now remember, you don't have to be black to wear the Smart, Funny, and Black pin, okay?
I would wear it proudly.
All right, so the first word, okay? The first word is going to go to Reggie, and this word is quagmire. The word is quagmire. So, Reggie, I would love to hear you use quagmire in a sentence.
Okay. So I was at so yesterday I was at brunch. And this guy at the table next to us kept flirting with me.
Oh, no.
Um,
Oh,
and my friends were in a quagmire because he wouldn't leave my ass alone. And I was trying to enjoy the brunch.
All right, that's our first sentence right there. Reggie's friends was in a quagmire, honey. Reggie's friends was in a quagmire. All right, Fatima, your word is going to be omnubilate. The word is omnubilate. To darken, dim, or cover with as if with a cloud, obscure.
okay, it's a verb. The current political climate makes me want to obnubilate a dark cloud over myself. I don't know if I used that correctly, but
Well, that is actually the purpose of the game, using the word correctly in a sentence.
can you say
Do you want to take another?
obnubilating? Is that correct?
So you could say that, actually, I can't give you, I can't, you almost tricked me. That's what I used to do to my geometry teacher. I would trick her into giving me the answer.
Okay, let me try again. Hold on. The current political climate caused me to obnubilate. No, I'm just gonna give up.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna.
Reggie got this one. I can do it next time.
All right, Reggie got the first round by forfeit. All right, Reggie, your next word is going to be milieu. The word is milieu. Milieu is a person's social environment. It's a noun meaning a person's social environment.
So social environment. So the milieu. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes, milieu.
Okay. The milieu of hold on. I'm cooking.
Let him cook.
Okay, so I like
Ooh, Fatima
Fatima might have this one. Fatima might have this one. You know what? I'm a forfeit as well.
You're
I'm
the
a forfeit on this.
forfeit. Milieu is
I'm
a
a forfeit.
person's social environment. So I would say that you, Reggie, have a humorous milieu because they got it when dude was being pushy. They understood the assignment when dude was being pushy at the restaurant.
Okay.
Milieu could also be used to say like a lot of people after October 7th realized that their milieu was full of Zionists who are hateful people.
Okay, there we go. That makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
So milieu. All right. Fatima like, oh, okay. I'm comfortable now. Fatima, your word is going to be fracas. Fracas is a noisy disturbance or quarrel. A fracas. A fracas. Now, while Fatima is thinking, I want to let y'all know that I actually sent out study guides to everybody. Okay? So for these people who are just coming on right now, you all are G's because I sent out study guides to everyone last night. They got the answers ahead of time. So if they wanted to, they could wake up this morning. So you guys, Fatima and Reggie, we just going to give them a round of applause just for diving in. Okay, Fatima, can we use fracas in a sentence?
Yes. The current idiots at the White House are causing such a fracas that I cannot bear to listen to them anymore.
Yes. Yeah. That is correct. We're going to give you a. Okay. All right. Let's get into our last word. All right. Reggie, the word for you is darg. The word is darg, which is a day's work. Darg.
Okay.
While Reggie is thinking, I want to remind you all that you can make sure that you are looking at your news from independent news sources. Please try your best if you are still on Instagram, if you are on places like Blue Sky, etc. Please try your best to make sure that you're expanding where you're getting your news from and not just getting it from mainstream news sources, which are, at this point are simply not even acknowledging that this is a coup and are referring to Elon Musk as if he's an elected official. All right, Reggie, what you got for us?
All right, so I would say this game is a result of, this game that we're playing now is a result of the darg on your behalf.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. All right, Fatima, you got a last shot to really just impress everybody. And the word is esemplastic. Molding into one, unifying. It's an adjective. Esemplastic. ESEMPLASTIC. This is actually a tough one. Esemplastic is an adjective. So, you know, the way that I want you to think about this is that it's describing something. Okay? I know that when you see that the definition is molding and unifying, the ing makes you feel like it's a verb, but it is actually an adjective. So think of it as describing something. Esemplastic.
The Amanda Seals community is so esemplastic that we bring each other awareness and love and community. Is that used correctly?
All right, we love it. We love it. So now let's go. We're going to make a poll to find out what the AmandaLanders are saying.
I'm scared.
Who had the best sentences, right? That's really how it's going to work out. Who had the best sentences? So I'm putting up a poll right now, and you guys are going to choose. Is it Fatima or is it Reggie? Reggie, one of the finest men I've ever met in my
I
life.
love
His
everyone
name
in the
is
comments. They're like,
Oh,
vote.
Reggie, see?
Time.
Reggie's the ones.
Honestly, for what it's worth, okay, we got the votes, we got the poll coming. Someone came in and said, I'm sorry I missed the first half. People was calling me. All right, as long as you aren't one of the people who emailed me like at 11:30 to say, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Okay, Fatima and Reggie, you both did an amazing job. The poll is really neck and neck. Okay, I feel like it's election night, right? All right, I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds in this poll. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are ending the poll, and the winner is Fatima!
Sorry, Reggie. Next
But
time.
guess what?
Yeah,
Both of
black
y'all
is
getting
the one.
pins.
Oh,
Both of y'all
okay.
getting pins because both
That's
of
the
y'all
real-
stepped in,
That's
okay?
the real one.
Okay.
Both of
yeah.
y'all say, you know what? Let me go ahead and support and show,
Literally,
show
I'm
folks
in the
that
middle of working.
Yeah,
but-
same. We working right now,
yes.
but
So both of y'all are gonna get pins. Please reply back to that email with your mailing address so I can get your pins out to you. Thank you to Reggie and
you.
Fatima.
Thank you. Nice
Oh my
meeting you.
gosh, AmandaLanders.
thank you so
We
much.
got some real ones here. All right, we got some real ones here. Awesome job, Reggie and Fatima. Awesome job. Our next category is called American Politricks 101. Okay. Our next category is called American Politricks 101. And this category is about U.S. current events and concepts. And the people that are supposed to be a part of this one are Nina and Deb. Nina and Deb. Are Nina and Deb going to sign on? Who knows? Who knows? Sent it out to them. Don't know if they're going to show up. We got Paloma in the building, but I don't know if Nina and Deb are going to actually show up. So let's take a look at who else signed up for American Politricks. Did Paloma sign up for American Politricks? Let's see. Where is my girl Paloma? Paloma actually did not sign up for American politics. So we are not going to put Paloma in there. Nina and Deb signed up for these categories. Someone said, is Antia okay? I don't know. She never came back. Nina and Deb sign up for these categories, but I'm going to actually call an audible and see if anybody else is out here that signed up for these categories. Okay, so do we have Raquel? Raquel, are you here? Are you in the building, Raquel? Are you here in the building, Raquel? Where is Raquel? Where you at, girl? Where you at? Where you at, girl? Where you at? Raquel. We also had Sabra sign up. Raquel. Okay, Raquel is in the building, y'all. Raquel is in the building. And I don't know, Virginia, you saying you signed up, but I don't see you in here. I don't see you in here, love. Let's see. I don't see you in here, baby. But we gotta go with Raquel. So Raquel, I'm sending you your sign-in link right now. What about Natalia? No, sorry. Sabra. We got Sabra. We got Sabra, or I'm just looking at who signed up for American Politics. We got Elvira. We got Olivia. And we got Elvira and Olivia. Elvira and Olivia. Okay? So I'm sending out this email. All right. This is going to the lovely Raquel so that they can get on. All right. And anybody else who signed up for this section, I'm sending you an email, and it's really just going to be first come, first serve. So Elvira, Olivia, and Felicia is coming at you. Whichever one of y'all come on here first, that's who's going to compete. All right. So while we are waiting, make sure to show your love. Like Pantara said, make sure to show your love. And don't forget to drop a super. This is me using so many skills at one time. I'm going to have to take a nap after this episode. Oh my God. I'm going to have to take a nap after this episode. Somebody literally just sent me an email that bounced back. I can't even believe it. Okay. Sarah, you signed up, and let's see, you signed up, but I don't see you in here either. There we go. There's Virgin Poppy. There we go. And all right. So that's how it's going to go. We've got people who have been signed up, but we're going to see if they are going to actually pop in. Oh, looks like someone just showed up. Raquel is in the building. Raquel, mute your screen for me. Raquel, mute your screen. Okay, so now I can't hear you. So we got to figure out how to get you to be able to hear me without the mayhem. Oh, you know what it is? Mute your YouTube. That's what it is. Mute your YouTube and then unmute your computer. There you go. All right. You sign up in the future for these to take part in these games. You can sign up at views from AmandaLand.com. You can sign up in the future at the future is literally like the next 10 minutes. You can sign up at views from AmandaLand.com. Okay, so we've got Raquel in the building. Raquel just needs to mute YouTube and unmute her computer.
I think we're good now. Hi, Amanda.
No, we're not. We're not good.
Oh my
We're
God.
not good. We're not good. I need you to mute YouTube.
We're not good. I need you to mute YouTube.
Oh my God, the chaos today.
Oh my God, the chaos today.
Baby, where are you looking on YouTube?
YouTube is muted.
Baby, where are you looking on YouTube?
I'm on YouTube and it's muted. My YouTube is muted.
Really?
Isn't it? Yeah, I see the speaker has the X. The speaker got the X.
But where are you watching? Are you watching it somewhere else?
Are you watching it somewhere else? I don't think I am. No.
Y'all hear the echo, right? Close the tab with the YouTube. Just gonna close it all the way.
Okay.
I know y'all listening on the podcast are like, what is happening? Yes, this is back in our quarantine days.
Are we good now?
No, and I don't know why. Why is there an echo, y'all? This don't make no sense. I don't know why we're hearing a echo.
Oh, hold on. Okay, is that better, Miss Seals?
There we are! Yeah! I need to know the mystery. What was happening? What was happening?
Now I can't hear you, but
Oh, it's your speaker.
because I had my Bluetooth speaker plugged in, and so that's why I was. That's what the echo probably was. So now I have to. I'm not. Oh, I got it now. I'm so happy. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I got you. I got you.
Yes! Easy breezy, beautiful Raquel. Raquel, did you know you was coming on here today? Or is this just you on an everyday?
I did not. I quickly put my earrings on. I quickly put my. I'm sitting here eating ice cream and granola. My life is real straight. So anyway, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. And we're bringing Erica to the stage. Good morning.
Hi, how are you guys?
All right. So Raquel, where are you joining us from?
I'm calling from Yonkers, Westchester.
You better be calling from Yonkers, Westchester. All right. All right. Erica, where are you joining us from?
I'm coming from Connecticut, but I'm from the Bronx, so.
Okay, New Yorkers in the building. I want to remind all my New Yorkers that I will be doing my show, What Would the Ancestors Say, on February 22nd for free at Lincoln Center. That's 66th and Broadway. I'll be doing it for free at the Atrium at Lincoln Center. It is 200 seats. It is first come, first serve. Okay? So you got to go there.
I've signed up to help. I've signed up to help. I've signed up to help.
Raquel said, I've signed up to help. All right. Now, if you come to the show, you will also get the opportunity to buy meet and greet tickets. Remember, I'm doing the show for free. So there's also the opportunity to support with dollars in other ways. I'll have merch available. I'll have the meet and greet available. There's also going to be a dope Q&A after the show. So y'all are getting a full experience, all right? A full experience. Now, this segment that we are going to be competing in is called American Politics 101, U.S. Current Events and Concepts. Now, when we had a lot of time, I was going to give y'all each 2 headlines to discuss. But since we've been taking an hour just to get the show going, we just going to do 1 headline, okay? But you can be robust in the headline. Now, the way it's going to work is I'm going to give you a headline, and you are going to tell me what the situation is, right? So you'll explain what the headline is actually about. You're going to say what caused it, and you're going to tell me what is the bigger picture. The point of this exercise, as it relates to our retention, is that it's one thing to memorize headlines, which is a thing Americans love to do, but we need to be able to contextualize these things. We need to be able to understand what they really are about, what they're really connected to, so that the next time we see something that look like it, we can go, that's the dot connecting. Okay, that's the dot connecting. So I want to shout out the YO and the BX representing right here. All right. All right. We're going to start with Raquel. Folks that are paying attention to judge, you're going to be judging our contestants, our Black experts, if you will, on their ability to, again, provide what the headline is actually speaking to, what caused the scenario, and what is the bigger picture. And for extra credit, you can throw in what could be a possible solution. Okay? You can throw in what could be a possible solution. All right, Raquel put on her earrings and her necklace for this, so we're going to get into it.
I wish I wrote my pen and paper down because my memory is like so shot sometimes. So you may have to repeat. I apologize.
Well, I'm just giving you a headline.
Okay.
So there's nothing for me to, repeat. It's just I'm going to provide you with a headline, and you're going to tell me what is this headline in reference to, and all the things. Okay. All right. So we're going to go with immigration deportation across the nation.
That sounds like a song, but
I mean, I do that on purpose because I want people to remember things. So I write them in ways that they will remember. So Raquel, I want you to tell us, what is the headline immigration deportation across the nation related to? What caused the situation, and what is the bigger picture? Go ahead.
Well, I guess it's related to what's currently happening right now in the United States with the mass immigration, with the ICE and rounding up people all over. What caused it? What caused it? What caused it is the decline in white population and the fear of losing power and the fear, basically. the fear. And so that's what's driving this. And what was the last part?
The last part is, what is the bigger picture? Meaning, how does this then reverberate outward?
The bigger picture is, I don't believe that those that are in power think clearly what they're doing. And so when they intend to do something for their good, it winds up working to their detriment. And so I don't believe they're understanding that diversity and equity and inclusion is what makes this world what it is. And if it weren't, it would be very dry and bland. And they will see that. So bring on the mayo. Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We used to play a game on Smart Funny and Black that was called If It Wasn't for Black Folks. And the game was, we would present to you the white version of something, and then would put folks have to tell us what the black version of it is. So it's like, you know, Johnny Carson was the king in late night. But baby, until Arsenio hit you with the woo, 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 woo,
Come on.
it took it to another level. Y'all was at your weddings doing the chicken dance. Until we said, let me see you cha-cha slide. Now cha-cha. And then they brought in the wobble. Come on, man. We just makes it better. We makes it better. All right. Raquel, fabulous job. Fabulous job. Erica, your headline that I'd like you to explain is translating Zuckerberg. Now remember, these are headlines directly from the show, okay? These are headlines directly from Views from AmandaLand, because this is the review episode. For everybody who is just joining, remember, this is our review episode. This is not what the show is like every day. However, every first show of the month, we will be doing a review episode to make sure folks have retained, Erica, this is me giving you the chance to think, to make sure folks have retained the knowledge that we have talked about. It is imperative that we don't just watch to just have glassy eyes and see things. We need to watch, to learn, to apply, to do, okay? And I also am really about our critical thinking skills, putting things together. But we can't put things together if we can't remember them. So here we go. Erica, please, I want you to tell us what the situation is, what caused the situation, and what is the bigger picture and extra credit possible solution in relating to translating Zuckerberg? Translating Zuckerberg.
Translating Zuckerberg. You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can, love.
Okay, awesome. So unfortunately, I definitely did not catch that episode, but I'm adaptable, you know, like water. If I had to deduce what that could possibly be referring to, it would be like AI and sort of oh, okay. So then the applications of artificial intelligence in the context of creating misinformation and weaponizing these technologies to further confuse and mislead and misdirect people. Just because, you know, it's just two words. It's translating Zuckerberg. So I haven't read that article either. But so that's what I would think is, what is it about was the first question, right?
Yes.
Okay, what is it about?
This is related to the video that Zuckerberg made. I'll give you that extra
little crumbling.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So this is obviously like a exercise in media literacy, and I feel pretty literate in media, thank God. But I would say that's probably what it's about, trying to sort of humanize and like romanticize these techno-feudal lords that we call our masters. And then what was the second part of it? So that's what I think it's about.
What caused it?
What caused it would be the dying, flailing cries of the U.S. hegemonic enterprise. They know, they can smell that the construct of this place is billowing. We can feel the collapse coming. And so I think they're kind of grasping for things to sustain themselves and like to I really have not. I have no idea what I'm talking about. By the way,
You don't,
okay.
but you're trying, and I give you props for trying.
I could probably be so far away from what the whole article. I did see an article that was talking about the AI that was basically pretending to be a Black woman. So I'm not really
This
sure.
is not related to AI. The ding came from Raquel's phone.
Crying.
I turned it off.
This is actually related to when Zuckerberg made a video. So I'll actually give you all a chance to do it for a second headlines, because Zuckerberg made a video where he was telling people that we at Meta are no longer going to have fact checkers. We are also no longer going to have DEI because we don't agree with the discrimination. And we also believe that fact checkers are getting in the way of free speech. So now people can say whatever the heck they want because this is what is necessary. And so I made a video translating Zuckerberg because it was clear that he was reading language from a lawyer that was complete nonsensical BS. And I said, you know what? Let me tell y'all what's actually happening, which is him saying, hi, I'm just going along with Donald Trump so that he can really give us money and we can do whatever we want to do and just be a part of the continued descent into the abyss of shit. I can't curse, it's YouTube.
Thank you for that. I really needed that context. Yes, thank you.
So that is what translating Zuckerberg. That is what translating Zuckerberg is related to.
Gotcha.
Okay, you get another headline. All right, Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please tell us about Trump to replace income tax with tariffs? Which one of y'all needs to replace the battery in your damn?
Not me.
Is it you, Raquel?
Ain't nothing else dinging it. I done turned my phone off, so I don't know what's going on over here.
Somebody over there got the Black people beep.
Nope.
I swear, all these videos on Instagram. You hear it?
The alarm? The fire alarm?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's my Sloman's. That's my Sloman's alarm system because I have to get the battery replaced. Miss Seals, Jesus! God,
Happy Black History Month! Every Black person got
Amazing.
this in their video.
I'm black, okay? So anyway, and side note, I have a sweater just like that, but it's blue, denim tears with the red, black, and green. I'm like, oh my God, I should go put my sweater on right now. But okay, so wait a minute. Did you say a tariff on income tax? Is that what you said?
So he wants to replace income taxes with tariffs. So that's the headline. Do you know anything about this?
I know that tariffs have been placed on Canada and on another country. And honestly, what I feel like with you know what tariffs are? Tariffs are, you know what? We're going to squeeze some money out of this other country, but we're not going to pay them. We're going to get our minions to pay. And so I'm just like, wait a minute. Don't we understand what's going on? When they tariff another country or tariff the goods we need to buy, that just tax on to us. So you're not helping us, the American people. Are you kidding me? I'm so freaking. So now you're talking about income tax. So now they're messing with my little income tax. What's going on here?
Wait, before I answer you. Now tell me, what do you think is the situation that caused this? What caused Trump to put these tariffs in place?
He's trying to squeeze money out of the government and get as much as he can for his people. Bottom line, whatever name they put on it, it's a big racket. It's so crazy. Like, oh my. Tell me about the income tax. I was expecting my income tax. Y'all need water.
And last but not least, what is the bigger picture here? Well, I feel like you already explained what the bigger picture is because you said this is going to harm the people more than it would. Yes.
And
okay.
Income tax is right here. Miss Seals, please explain to me. What are you talking about with income tax?
Okay, so Trump basically has this vision that he's going to replace income taxes with tariffs. So he's gonna because he doesn't know anything and it's literally nonsensical. In his mind, he was like, I'm gonna charge these other countries tariffs, and though the cost from those tariffs is what's gonna be able to run the country instead of people paying income taxes. But this is not actually possible because ultimately we do pay the tariffs are still taxes. That's literally what the whole Revolutionary War claimed to be about. Taxation without representation. They were getting taxed on goods, even though they didn't have any choice in how those taxes were being represented. By the way, that's how we live now in the United States, just so we're clear. Okay? That's literally how. So it's very nonsensical, and it is clearly just the work of somebody who's being told what to say that doesn't know what they're actually saying. So that is what the Trump replace income tax with tariffs is about. All right, last but not least, Erica, your headline is going to be Luigi pleads not guilty.
Okay, so what it's about. Luigi is maintaining his constitutionally...
Who is Luigi?
Oh, sorry. Luigi is a sort of
It's fine.
symbol.
It's fine.
No. Get very simple.
Okay, Luigi is a symbol
What's his whole name, girl?
Oh, Migioni. I'm not Italian, but I can say that, I guess.
You got to be Italian to say somebody's last name?
No, I just suck at like other languages, like pronunciation. But yes, Luigi Mangione was charged with killing someone,
Not just someone.
a CEO of a major corporation,
Not just a major corporation.
healthcare monopoly leader guy.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Good.
Yes.
Okay.
This is important. I'm not being hard on you.
No, for sure.
Okay. Because we have to be able to properly contextualize things, not just for ourselves, but for others. And part of that is also in making sure that we remember not everybody know every part of it. Right. And what we do, as a habit, we think only of like the parts that we care about. But in order to really give the full scope, we got to give all the scopes. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Luigi Mangione, who was charged in this past fall or it's winter of killing a CEO lord person. And so he is maintaining his constitutionally enshrined innocence until proven guilty. So that's what that is about. And then the second task at hand is the what?
What caused this?
What caused it? So yes, what caused it is the assassination of a monopoly man and the sort of weaponization of the state media to protect the narrative that we should be we should be caring and patient and compassionate to people who don't deserve it, who are oppressing all of us via all means. And then the third part.
What is the bigger picture?
The bigger picture is that the oppressed masses of the American landscape are growing more and more disgruntled, intolerant of being vaporized by poverty and racism. And so we are witnessing as the media, the state media, tries to run cover for the status quo or like the oligarchic people. I guess the bonus point, if I may, what would be a possible solution? As Fred Hampton would say, we just need to, knowledge is power, education is the key. We can empower people through exercises such as these to be able to recognize that we're being propagandized in real time, that we're being constantly misled and lied to, whether it's the framing of how Luigi Mangione allegedly took it upon himself to eliminate a corporate being, or whatever it is. We should be able to look at everything happening externally to determine and discern what is the truth that's hidden within the, haphazardly composed narratives, and then what is the agenda behind how we're being manipulated to see what is actually happening. Hopefully that's not like a word salad. Sorry.
It's a bit word salady. But in a Cornell West kind of way. if you go salad, baby, that's the way to do it. All right, that's the way to do it. All right, well, we're starting our poll. So, AmandaLanders, let me know who had the best explanations of the headlines, Raquel or Erica. Now, while they are in the middle of the poll, I would love to hear from you guys. So, what do each of you guys do? Raquel went and got a sweater. Yeah.
I'm part of the SEAL squad, baby. I ain't playing.
Okay. So, what do each of you guys do?
Well, currently I am unemployed.
How's it feel?
You know what? This isn't the first time. And so I trust that what needs to happen will happen. And I know that when you really you have to let go and let God, and you can't do that if you're worried. And so I'm not a stressed out person. So I try not to become that, and it's somewhat easy. I'm sitting here eating Lost Barrel ice cream with granola at 9 something in the morning, 11.
When you said ice cream at 9 a.m., I said, my girl. That's my kind of girl.
Listen,
what if you could do any career choice that you wanted, what would it be?
Something similar to what you finally jumped out on a limb and have done, which is what makes your heart beat, which is being there for the people. And
you know what? The thing about it, though, is that I think we it's like that. Even though you make that leap, you then have to find well, what is the way that I'm there for the people? Like people be like, you're an organizer, and I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am a crowd mover. I move the crowd, but I do not have the patience that an organizer needs to have. Now, Erica, what do you do, my love, besides represent for Goku? Yes. Yes, you was getting Super Saiyan with those vocabulary words. When you pulled out hegemony, I said, okay. She said hegemonic.
I love you so much. Yeah. Also, Raquel, I'm not even gonna lie. I literally have been unemployed since the beginning of last year, which is very funny. It's a very long story. But I started an anti-imperialist sustainable streetwear company in October 2023. As just an example, we have it's really ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. One of my shirt concepts that I'm working with this guy in Poland on, he basically has Jeffrey Epstein as a garbage pail kid. You remember the garbage pail kids?
Yes, of course. How do you remember the garbage pail kids?
Because I'm 30. I know I look like I'm 12, but I'm 30. So
30 is still 12, my love. I was 7 when Garbage Pail Kids came out. I know I look like I'm 12 and 30. 30 is still, when you get 40, you realize 30 is still 26.
That's good I like that perception for sure. Perspective. I used to be a yoga teacher, but now I've done a lot of really random stuff. But yeah, it's the Garbage Pail Kid as Jeffrey Epstein. It has the full list on the back. It's it's really ridiculous. All of them are really ridiculous. So, but then I was I don't really want to engage and legitimize capitalism, but then I'm also I have to survive. So it's it's an ebb and flow.
I feel you. I mean, there's commerce and there's capitalism, right? There's exchange of goods and then there's exchange of souls. There's always exchange of goods, right? Yeah. But if it's a fair exchange, that's real. I think that what we've come to see, though, is that capitalism is the difference between having an exchange of goods and having an insatiable appetite for wealth.
More.
There's just never enough. Mm-hmm. And, I love Luther, but I disagree. There is such a thing as never too much, never too much. Yes, there is such a thing as too much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, in this case, Raquel got too much of the votes because she is our winner.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I never win anything.
But you know what? Both of y'all get pins because you showed up. So, yeah. The winning at this point is just about bragging rights, y'all. The winning is just about bragging rights. So both of y'all get pins because you both showed up. I want to thank both of you all for sharing your thoughts, sharing your space. I wish both of you all the best in your journeys right now of finding not employment, but finding joy, right? If we can figure out a way to be paid doing the things, and not even paid, but to be sufficient doing the things that we love, it really does make a difference. I genuinely feel like so much of this country is so fiending for wealth because they never believe that they can be they have jobs. right? When you go to other places where people actually can do the things that they love to do and be able to have food on their plate and a house over their head, you see that the goal of wealth is different. You know, like wealth becomes
Purpose.
more about, yes, wealth becomes more about purpose. And here in the United States, wealth is related to stuff.
Yep.
And that's the thing that we got to work our way out of. So thank you all so much for joining. You are lovely, and good luck with everything. And remember to email me your addresses so I can send you your pins. All right.
Okay.
Yes, Seal Squad, Amanda Landers. Are we having a good time? Is it just me having a good time? Is it just me having a good time? I want you to show your love because we're about to bring up, we're about to bring up our next folks for Jet Setter Studies. Jet Setter Studies. Jet Setter Studies. All right. Let's see. We got, oh man, I think, Paloma, I think this is your time. I think this is Paloma's time, y'all. Hold on. Yay! All right, we got Paloma in Tucson for Jet Setter Studies. Now, Felicia, where you at? Do you want to come on for Jet Setter Studies? I sent out emails to a couple people, so whoever signs on first, you can join this conversation, this game with me and Paloma. Jet Setter Studies. Now, Jet Setter Studies is, we're expanding beyond talking about the United States. Jet Setter Studies is us talking about the globe. All right. We're talking about the world. All right. That is Jet Setter Studies. And it is global news and concepts. Global news and concepts. Now, again, I sent out emails. Oh, gosh. I sent out emails, and let's see if anybody's coming on. Where they at? I sent out emails. So if anybody wants to come on for Jet Setter Studies, anybody like Erica or Sarah or another Sarah, both of them are Sarahs with no H. We also got KP, Sarah, you're not getting these emails? Okay, let's try again. Let me try again. Let me try one more time. All right, check your email. Check your email, Sarah. Paloma is hanging out, so let's talk to Paloma while. Check your spam folders, y'all. Check your spam folders. Paloma, how are you?
Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, everyone. Doing well. I was waiting, despite you, stating don't go in there until I tell you to do so, in case you needed someone to play. Yeah.
Thank you. Sarah, I sent you another email. I think you may have got it now. Paloma, so you're in Tucson?
I am, yes. In Arizona.
What's going on in Arizona? What's the vibe?
The vibe. Well, I know you were talking about this earlier. The immigrants, the policy there, the protesting. There's a high concentration of immigrants here in close to a border town. So that's been the focus, I think, for the communities, is trying to find ways to support one another and support the cause. At least that's where our energy and like the energy of my community and people that I'm surrounded by is focused on right now. Mm-hmm.
I love that. And where do your people come from?
I'm from Mexico. And we're close to the Mexican border here in Nogales, Sonora. But I was born in Juarez, Chihuahua, which is a border town with El Paso, Texas. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Juarez. Sarah is here right now. We have an international squad, all right? Because Paloma is in Tucson, but she's repping Mexico. And Sarah, you are in The Hague? You're in Switzerland? Sarah can't even hear us. Lord. Hold on, Sarah's doing settings.
She's in the chat. Let's see if I'm here, but can't hear y'all. I refreshed and that helps, so.
Okay. She's here but can't hear us. She says she refreshed. Then Paloma says she refreshed and that helped. There we go. Can you hear us now, Sarah? We can hear Sarah. We can hear you. Oh, she's gone. Bye, girl. So Paloma, tell me, what is some of the actions that you can share that are being done to help folks that, who are being just harassed and really being what's the word I'm looking for? Come on. Kidnapped. Why can't I think of the word?
Detained.
Detained. We'll go with detained. Yes.
So right now, some of the things that we've been encouraging. So I work with a company who also serves this population. So we're completing packets so that they can organize their information. So have all these birth certificate, important documents ready to go in case you need them. Download the apps. I know for Mexican.
Your audio just changed.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you tilt your computer down a little bit so it's more you and less fan? Vibes. There we go.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
So you're getting them packets that give them information that will help them to have their documents in order, etc.
Correct. The red cards with information about legal rights. So know your rights has been something that we've been focusing on and teaching them, letting them know. Don't feel intimidated. Stay calm. If there's people there or even yourself, record, whatever going on. So be aware of your surroundings. Intervene if you're able to provide some assistance if you see that somebody's in need of it. And by that, I mean, again, speaking to them about what their rights are, video recording. And so doing things like that within the community. I know, there's certain organizations are providing free t-shirts that say, si tú tienes derechos, which is, yes, you have your rights. And it has, a list of know your rights.
Nice.
So
on the shirt.
It's,
yes.
Yeah. So, wearing that, letting them know. And I think it provides reassurance, not just in letting them know and informing them, but also to let them know as a community, I'm here for you. Like, I'm a safe person. And I'm on your side.
Thank you. Sarah, how we looking? So you can see us. We can't hear you. I don't know if these are wireless headphones or wired headphones.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Sarah, where are you joining us from?
I'm in Germany.
You're in Germany. That's right. All right. Where in Germany?
So it's close to Cologne and Düsseldorf, kind of on the Dutch border in the west central. Not
okay.
A place.
Were you born in Germany?
Yes, I was.
Okay. What's the vibe in Germany? Paloma was just telling us the vibes in Tucson. What's the vibe in Germany right now?
It is foul.
We're
back in 1933. It is.
Is it really? Like, I know that, sometimes over here in the States, when we're getting information, it's so disingenuous and, propagandized that I can't tell if it's like they're blowing something up, that if you're in Germany, you're like, this wasn't even a thing, or if they're trying to make something small that actually in Germany is a big deal. So when I saw, Elon Musk on a big, like huge screen looking like 1984 at an alt-right rally, I was like, is this real or is this something they're just like trying to make a big thing?
I mean, look, no, it's kind of, a lot of people probably still just live their lives and don't really, maybe pay a whole lot of attention to what's going on. If you do pay attention and you have studied your history right, rather than just ignoring things because of some kind of guilt associated with your ancestors, you're really seeing the writing on the wall. It's pretty ugly. And so for me, I've lived outside of Germany for the past 15 years. And so I came back and I'm like, what is this place? I don't even know. It is.
Where did you live? You lived clearly in Australia or New Zealand.
Yeah, in Australia.
Okay.
You can hear that. Yeah, no, I was in Australia for most of it and in Indonesia for a decent part as well.
Okay. We've got international gals here for this segment, which is Jet Setter Studies. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to give you all a country, and you're going to tell me 2 things that we have discussed on this show relating to that country. Okay? So that is the challenge. The review episode is relating to things that we have discussed here on this show. So since Sarah was just in a tizzy, we're going to give her a chance to decompress. So we're going to start with you, Paloma, okay? So the topic, the country that I'd like you to speak to is Cuba. You're muted.
There we go. Amanda, I didn't review. I don't know if there was a link to review. I tried to read all the instructions so carefully, but I didn't see the previous episode for that. So I'm wondering if you could help me out here, or maybe
I
in the
can't.
chat.
The whole point is this, y'all. Y'all gotta watch the show. That's how the review works. Is that the review is related to what we've talked about on the show. All right, I'm gonna switch it up. Real time. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna give you a list of countries. You gotta pick 2 countries from this list and tell me something we've talked about on this show related to those countries. Does that work? All right.
Okay.
Here's a list. Cuba, Canada, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Honduras, Mexico, Palestine, Korea, Denmark. 2 countries, and give me a topic that we've discussed on this show relating to each country.
So I know you fully discussed Palestine since
Yes.
things have happened and gone down in Palestine. And so I think, it's a reflection of what other communities are experiencing. I know I was talking about the immigrant community, but the way that these communities are portrayed as the criminals, as the bad people. And so, those in Palestine, speaking to that about Hamas, right? How they center everything about their terrorists, and there's no other narrative being shared as largely as that narrative to be able to justify, right? And I wrote it in the chat earlier, justify dehumanizing, which leads to threatening, being able to do whatever it is that they want, kill people, and justify that and not feel guilt about that, whether it's, those politicians or people in power, or also as a community, right? Say, well, they deserve, or they had that coming, without feeling any remorse or repercussion for actions that place the livelihood of innocent people at risk.
What is a recent event that took place in Palestine that we talked about on the show? And I mean, it's huge. She's gonna try and Google.
I'm not on Google.
All right, while you think
So I
about
know
that,
that
Sarah, pick a country. Tell me something we've talked about.
Korea, I think you said. So I think we had a segment covering, the attempt to bring in martial law, and then the Koreans obviously not letting that fly, and
Correct.
kind of like, so I can't fully remember how much was covered in the segment, but basically the current president wanted to bring in martial law, and people immediately went to protest, and also they were trying to keep people out of the, I guess, whether it's the House or the Senate, whatever they call it there, so that they could pass it. And so they were helping people like climb fences to get in so that they could pass their votes. And they've been protesting weeks in the middle of winter in Korea, which is not fun. And he's done now. He's gone.
All right. I'm going to give you hold on. Why isn't my ding working? I don't know. Oh, there it
I
is.
feel the ding. Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right. Paloma, your fellow AmandaLanders gave you the answer. What is the answer?
the ceasefire.
That is correct. That is correct. The Gazans are going home to northern Gaza. By the way, they are still attacking in the West Bank. They just killed 55 people this morning in an attack in the West Bank where they just completely decimated residential buildings in the West Bank. I want to remind everybody that the ceasefire is in Gaza, but there is no ceasefire in the West Bank. And so the settlers in the West Bank, the IOF in the West Bank are continuing to terrorize the folks that are there in a continued effort to, of course, take over land and keep Palestinians at in a place of submission. All right, each of you get one more. The countries listed are Cuba, Canada, the Congo, Honduras, and Denmark and Mexico. Can either of you name a story that we talked about each of these countries, from any of these countries?
Are we going in order or just...
I mean, at this point, just take it.
Okay.
Take it away.
Cool. I'll go Denmark.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it would be in relation to Greenland and President Trump trying to, I hate to even call him that, but that's what it is. Trying to take over Greenland, which is part of Denmark, which, I think that's the context.
That is the context.
I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Paloma, your AmandaLanders are helping you out. I hope you see them. They're helping you out. Look in the chat. They're helping you. I'm making this a group project. All right.
Okay, so I'm looking here at the AmandaLanders. But I'm going to go with Mexico just because I feel like I'm more informed of what's going on there right now. And so regarding how you touched on it in your show, Amanda?
Yes.
Is that what
Do you
is that what
remember?
you're seeking to obtain?
Yes, the review episode, y'all. The review episode is a review of the show's topics, not just the regular news, but also how we're talking about news here on this show. And it's because, again, I make a point of really working to frame things in a different way than the mainstream news does. And so the review is related to also just the way that things are framed on here. So we specifically talked about Mexico in a particular way, which, whether you remember that or not, I will remember. I will review. I will revise for. I mean, not revise. I will restate it for folks. But what were you going to say about Mexico, since you are Mexicana?
I'm assuming you may have discussed immigration laws, immigration reform, or maybe about Claudia Sheinbaum, who is
warmer,
is developing different political strategies that we're not used to in Mexico as well as in the United States. And so that's what I'll share, and that I think you discussed is the politics.
So what we discussed and related to Claudia is we talked about the fact that she was not just taking anything Trump said and like shying away from it. She was very direct about like, nah, if you all act up with us, we are going to act up with you. We are not going to sit back and act like everything is regular. Same with Honduras. The prime minister, I can't remember if it's the president or prime minister, but it's a woman. And she was like, if you all play with us, we will not let you have your little military here anymore. We're not even getting anything from y'all having a military here, but you continue to have your military here. When it comes to Cuba, we discussed that Cuba has become a member of BRIC. And BRIC is, of course, the BRIC is the consortium of countries that include Russia, South Africa, India. What's the B again, y'all? It's Russia, India, South Africa, the C. Brazil, yes, Brazil, and I forgot what the C is on the first one. China. Yeah, how did I forget that? So they are banding together, but they're adding other countries in their connectivity, in their consortium, and Cuba has just joined, as well as Bolivia, and they are now going to be able to utilize the resources from these places that they're unable to get because of the embargo and the sanctions that America continues to put on Cuba. So we also talked about, and when we talked about Denmark, yes, we did talk about how Denmark, and by the way, there's a new video where another person in high ranking in Denmark was really just like, go F yourself. You're not getting Greenland. It's ours. So, and then when it comes to the Congo, we discussed how the M23 forces have now taken Goma, which is a very, very, very big defeat in the Eastern Congo. And we recently, and this is a bonus, we recently talked about how the Rwandan president has aligned with Israel in stating that, you know, Israel is great and there's no problems, and the issue in the Congo is really with the Congo. But this is an ongoing issue that really boils down to, and you mentioned this, Paloma, you know, there's just this goal of unrest all over to distract people, but also to extract from people. So as long as Congo is distracted in trying to save their own lives, the resources from their country continue to be extracted. And so that is what is happening all over this nation, all over this world, in the Sudan as well. And what I'm really concerned about when it comes to the immigrants here in the United States is that they are being extracted, and they are being actually positioned to be the new labor force, the new free labor force in this country. And if I was Claudia Sheinbaum and any of these people in other nations, I would be flying a plane and landing it and saying, give us our people. I would be walking up to these detention centers and saying, give us our people. They are being held here illegally. Give us our people. You want to deport them? Fine. But if you're not going to deport them, then they should not be at Guantanamo Bay, etc. And that's Colombia, that's El Salvador, Honduras, etc. Everyone wants to sit back and have these political conversations. No. If I was one of these people, I would be like, come and get me. Please get me out of here. I was just trying to make a life. So we have to ask the question, who had the best responses? Is it going to be Paloma or is it going to be Sarah? I just love that we are international here at the Seals of the Views from AmandaLand. We are international. So, I'm
just happy to be here.
You're happy to be here? It's dark there.
It is getting dark. It is 6 p.m. now, and I'm sorry for looking a mess. I was not thinking I'd be joining.
Neither of you look a mess. You all look very fab. Very, very, very fab. So let me ask, what brought you guys to Views from AmandaLand?
I've been following for a few years. I think, I'm not 100% sure when I started following you. It was before the last book came out. I know that much. And yeah, just following along because I very much enjoy the content and
Thanks.
I love your work.
Appreciate it. What about you, Paloms?
I've been following you since COVID, since 2020.
Yes.
And I know you shared perspectives that weren't being shared, that weren't popular, that allowed me to think critically. And so that was new in the space of Instagram. And so I kept following you, and I respect your views, I respect your perspectives. And then, I also try to educate myself. It's like, this is a reliable person that's sharing, and then educating myself on the matter further to be able to develop, okay, this is how I feel too, and this resonates with me, and this is why. So I think your courage to be able to discuss this with the people that view you, with the people, your supporters, that's what's kept me with you and connected.
Thank you. Well, thank y'all so much for joining. Both of you all are going to get your pins. I mean, Sarah, I got to get it to you all across the water, but I'm going to get it there, girl. I'm going to get it there. And our winner today in this edition of Jet Setter Studies is Sarah.
Thank you very much.
You guys have been fabulous. Thank you for stepping in. So these are so I have learned, by the way, I gotta write the review episode a week ahead of time so I can get y'all your review packets so that you all can have. So this is a learning lesson. I failed on that part, but next go round, y'all are gonna have a much greater lead time so that this can all be organized much better. So thank you all for just being on the fly with me as I work and try to build this plane while we're flying it. All right. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. You know what it is. We got 2 more games. 2 more games. Okay. KP is on. KP is not playing. All right. KP is not playing, and can we get one more person? And I'm gonna keep both of y'all on for both games. How about that? All right,
Oh my
KP
God.
is on.
No.
What's up, Drama? AKA Drama 88.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Hello.
Now we
God.
we got two more games, y'all. Our games are exploratory jamming on the one and the blop quiz. It's a black pop quiz, what it is. So
Oh no. Okay.
you got it. You got it. You got it. All right. So I'm going to send out. Let's see.
Oh, I got on my special glasses. I can take on my regular glasses.
Okay, I'm sending out this email to these folks. If you want to get on in here.
Oh, is that better? Okay.
Now, Erica, Virgin Poppy, I sent you an email. Did you not get the email? Because I know you was trying to get on. But I don't know if you're still in here. Because we are going longer than we've ever gone. This is a marathon show. Okay.
Into the infinity and beyond.
KP, where are you joining us from?
I'm in Chicago, aka Chi-Town.
All right. Are you a native Chicagoan?
Yes, I've only traveled to Arkansas and then
So you about that Chicago life. All right.
Yeah, I want to travel more, but I mean that was way back in high school. I'm not that old, but in high school, and they talk like this, and it was
in Arkansas.
Yeah,
why were you in Arkansas?
It was
of all the places to go in the United States. That seems so random.
Yeah, so it was for it was I don't even remember what the class was, but it was when computers were taking on and some kind of summit of for high school students where we kind of presented about how internet was kind of changing. I'm barely remember even what the class was about, but I was part of the group and we got selected to go. And the school had paid for, the room, and we got on the bus or the Amtrak, I think it was, we took. And yeah, so that was kind of cool.
Oh my gosh. Ah!
I want y'all to know, Teresa been here since 9:45. All right. Teresa said,
I've been ready.
I'm ready. Been ready. Oh, Erica, you're Virgin Poppy. Oh, got it. Okay, apologies. Teresa, where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Jersey. My parents are Brazilian immigrants to the States, so that kind of shaped everything for me. And that's kind of, my friend connected me with you in 2020. And then I was like, oh my God, this woman gets it. And you've just connected me to a bunch of other people who have helped me feel seen. So that's probably why I was here at 10 a.m.
You was here. Am I pronouncing your name properly?
Teresa, yeah.
Teresa, all right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I did not want to miss it. And I was like, I'm not prepared, but I made myself prepared. And I had to be off at 11:30 because I homeschool, but and my kids have gymnastics, but I was like, okay, somebody else take them. I need to stay on my call.
Oh my gosh, Teresa! You better rep. Okay. Well, guess what? You guys, we're gonna wrap up the last two games with you too, if you don't mind. Okay. So we're gonna speed round it. This game is called where is it? This game is called Exploratory Jammin' on the One. Exploratory Jammin' on the One. This game
with
is
the homies. I'm sorry.
Yes, jamming on the one. Jamming on the one. Now, this is a game that's all about the arts. Now, we have talked about various artists on this show. And so I would like each of you, I'm going to give each of you an assignment, and you're going to tell me about this artist's work, why their work is socially impactful and or the relevance, okay? Now, since Teresa been here the whole time, we're just going to start Teresa off first, okay? Because she been waiting. Teresa, I would love for you to tell us here at Views from AmandaLand, what is the type of music and the social impact and or relevance of Bad Bunny's album, Debí Tirar Más Fotos?
Oh my gosh. For those of you who don't know, tirar más fotos means take more photos. And he wanted to highlight Puerto Rico's history, known by the people and the projects and the working class and the barrios. And he wanted Puerto Rican people too to know their history because of all the failed infrastructure and public education system. And he wanted to use his platform to amplify the history of Puerto Rico. But not only that, like he wanted certain things like the history of surveillance in Puerto Rico and the history of US colonialism. He wanted one of them to be about the bomba plena all the way to reggaeton and the history of the animals and the icon of the record, the El Sapo Concho. But the genre you asked, is that too?
Yeah.
Was the question? Okay, so, well, I think it's like música tropical, but also hip hop rap, but it also feels like cross generational to Puerto Ricans because it's not like his previous albums that have been so like sometimes people be like, oh, it's too sexualized, it's too reggaeton, it's too this, you know? But this one specifically was reaching all the generations from like young kids like 11 years old, or like even I know our friends have a 5-year-old who like dances to like other Bad Bunny albums, but like even the abuelas like being like, yes, this is what it is, you know? And I think so música tropical and hip hop and rap, but I think that he's really intentionally letting young people know that it's important to be informed and to stand your ground, and that the album is like lamenting what happened to Puerto Rico, and also like in the song about Hawaii, like talk like as a like calling out everything that happened there and the parallels with Puerto Rico and the colonial territories. It's a message of resistance. It's a message of resilience, you know, to like reclaim what's ours. I mean, we could
There
talk
it
about track by
is.
track, but that's
Yes.
okay.
All right, that was a great submission into
Thank you.
our first ever review show. Now, KP, I don't want the graphic to cover your face. Is it possible to make there we go. Yeah. Much better. Now, your album that I'd like you to discuss, KP, is Doechie's Alligator Bites Don't Heal.
Doechii Alligator Bites Don't Heal. Okay, so I haven't listened to the album, but I have listened to some of the tracks. I like so much music that I have so much music I haven't listened to, but she is dope. She has her own like artistic kind of style and flair. Her performances on Tiny Desk, her performance on what is that man? John Corbett. Oh,
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon. She had did another one too, I think. Oh, maybe Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, with the girls.
Colbert.
Yeah, Colbert. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Colbert, where she had like her hair kind of combined with the other three dancers, and I think they was doing "Denial is a River," "Bark Bark," and I think it's things that people are connecting to her originality, in the vein of like Missy Elliott, kind of her own kind of creative style, finding her voice. She is from, I think, Tampa, Florida. So she's also speaking to issues that are going on down there. She won the Grammy yesterday for Best Rap Album. A lot of people said that she's like a plant, but it seems that it's...
They say what?
People have been saying that she's like an industry plant because they're like, where did she come from? How come she got nominated for Best Rap Album? But she did win yesterday. She gave a great... It was a cool performance. And just kind of morphing her creative style, and people are really connecting to it in a tangible way. I mean, I like what she's saying, and yeah, she seems to be speaking truth to the issues that she feels are her own, and she talks about her sobriety and different things. Like she's speaking about real problems and real issues. And she gave a cool speech yesterday too about like how Black women need to just like be themselves and own who they are, and then that's enough. And some people roll their eyes and different things. And I will say, like in instances like in any instance, like if you're indigenous, the issues that are, specific to indigenous women. If you're African American, the issues that are specific to you. So sometimes when people speak on certain things, they're speaking to the specific issues that they know to be true, to their specific culture or race. So I think it's cool when people do that, even though a lot of times I will see people roll their eyes, but it's like, why wouldn't they speak to that? Especially if you look at the statistics that surround like a lot of with Black women, like kidnapping and abductions and sexual assault and things like that. So I thought it was good when people kind of speak on those things. So yeah.
I'm not even gonna do a poll. Both of y'all win. You was gonna get pins regardless, but both of y'all win. So when I was putting together this, I was like, oh my gosh, this may be too long. And I was trying to think like, what segment could I cut? And I was almost going to cut this segment. But then I was like, Amanda, if you're cutting the arts, you're no better. You're no better. So I said, do not cut the arts because we have to be talking about the arts. Now, Mateso is actually on. So if somebody else wants to be a part of our block quiz segment, you still have time to sign on. I was going to keep KP and Teresa if nobody else came on. But now we got Mateso. So I just sent out emails. To Niasia. Yeah, I sent out emails to Niasia, Crystal, and Anthony. Check your email if you're trying to come through. Now, can each of you just tell me, just for kicks and giggles, like, where does music play a role in your life? Because both of y'all were so passionate about talking about just music's role, and I feel you, KPAK Drama 88, when people are like rolling their eyes, and I see people so often these days saying like, oh, music isn't, it's just artists, it's not political, and I'm like,
if you look at like an Anise and like Malcolm Moore and like what they were able to create like for Hins Hall, like you can proclaim so much with your music and you can reach so many. And I think my childhood, we grew up in a very Brazilian immigrant community. So like we found comfort in anything that clung us like to home. So music was always very grounding. So I think like as I grew as an immigrant here and was finding my place, it was always the music of people who were othered in this country that helped me feel listen to what they're saying about their people and their what they love, and like expanding who they are. People can be like Taco Tuesday, yay, and they don't know nothing about anything, and they don't respect nothing about the people or the culture or the language, and the history. So that's a little bit for me.
How about you, KP?
Yeah, so I personally I've been like a songwriter since I was maybe in 5th or 6th grade, and for the longest, I was trying to find a producer and different things, and it's been hard for me trying to figure out how to get into those spaces, and also too working with people that are like won't screw you over or rip you off and different things like that. But as far as just music, I think, or the power of words is like sometimes if you're in places where you feel like there's nothing that you can do or you feel so overwhelmed, like the connecting to like somehow expressing yourself through articulating how you're feeling on paper is a way of kind of externalizing, the internalizing of what may be going on around you or what may be happening to you. And then that's the way it's very therapeutic. And if you think about people like Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, or Bob Marley, One Love, they were speaking to things that they were seeing and how it was affecting them personally, maybe their families or their people, and they were just trying to use that to kind of bring some healing and to say that I see or I feel it too, what's going on. Or even James Brown, Stay Loud and I'm Black and I'm Proud. So I think music can be positive. People also talk about like it on a spiritual level too, and I remember, I don't know if it's true, but they just talk about how like the rock music, if you spin it backwards, it would be sounding weird and stuff. I don't like music where I don't know what the hell they're saying. I don't know if I can say hell, but with that kind of music where it's like, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. But if I can understand what you're saying and it sounds like words and it's a good hook and a good earworm, I'm not against it. I think some music has lost soul. You know, they are using AI in music and different things. People may not even be able to tell the difference anymore. But I think when it's true music from the heart, or it's really evoking something that people can tangibly relate to, those are usually the best type of artists and the best type of music that will and can be created.
Well, you guys are the best type of AmandaLanders. Y'all, we started off with a little bit of a struggle on this review show, but I feel like we finally locked in. Thank you so much, KP and Teresa, for participating.
Thank you for having me.
Please make sure to email me so I can send you your pins, you all. You can get your Smart, Funny, and Black pins. I mean, I really went through the whole trouble of like, there we go. You can get your Smart, Funny, and Black pins available at AmandaLandExports.com. They're available at AmandaLandExports.com, and our winners here are actually getting their own Smart, Funny, and Black pins that I will be sending to them myself. So shout out to you all for participating. And we're going to get into our last segment, okay? Our last segment is none other than the Black Pop Quiz. The Black Pop Quiz is the way that we're going to close this out. And it's its own vibe, you know. It's a block quiz is what it is. It's a Black Pop Quiz is what it is. And I really wanted to figure out, how could I make a segment where we could get as much like Black information in the situation at one time. And that is what this segment is going to be. All right. We're going to get as much information of Blackness into the segment at one time. Now, remember, this is considered Black History Month. If you didn't know, the White House is like, oh, well, we're going to be celebrating Americans. And you know, in their minds, Americans are actually not considered anyone besides white people. It's also fascinating to me how these people are so committed to their mediocrity that they just completely ignore the fact that majority of anything that has been validly dope in this country has come from other people. It didn't come from them, okay? And it really shows so much of the white exceptionalism in completely ignoring this reality. Nonetheless, we do not ignore that reality. Now, for those who don't know, this game is pretty similar to Smart, Funny, and Black, which was my Black popular culture game show that I created, that I toured all over the nation for years. And the goal of the Smart, Funny, and Black was to really remind people that Black culture in this country is a real thing. It is its own thing. It is not simply just a part of Black America, a part of America. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save this for my public sales announcement. I'm going to save it for my public sales announcement because we got Crystal and we got Matesso here who are going to join us. Oh, stop. Wait, we got 3 folks. Wait, Niasia, what's going on, sis? You on camera?
Does this work?
No, you need to be on camera. Oh no, that's Matesso. Yes, Matesso, this works.
Yay!
Yes, but we are gonna get into the Black Pop Quiz. It is time, and I want to thank everybody who said, you know what, I'm gonna be on point. And I'm going to get on camera and I'm going to do this thing with Amanda because she's trying to do this thing for us. Okay? Because that's really what it is. It's the Black Pop Quiz, what it is. Yeah. Let's run it back. Hold on, one more time. It's the Black Pop Quiz, what it is. Okay. I just had to do that for myself. Welcome to the show, Matesso and Crystal. I am, of course, Amanda Seals, and we are about to get into the Blob Quiz. But Crystal, where are you joining us from? I'm assuming Atlanta.
period, because I'm in school. Okay, shout out to Electric Spelman College, but I hail from South Jamaica, Queens, New York. Ew, okay.
Okay, QU. I see you. All right, Mateso, where are you joining us from?
From Metro Detroit in Michigan.
What up, though? And I see the kafia. I appreciate
Yep.
you.
Yep. 12-year-old.
We got city girls on here today. All right. We got Detroit and we got Atlanta by the way of Queens. Okay. So the way the block quiz is going to work is each of you is going to get an opportunity to have 30 seconds to try and get as many correct answers as possible. Okay. That's how it's going to work. Now, we're going to start with one person, and I'm going to do this on a honor system basis. One of you all is going to click off. You're not going to listen. Okay? You're not going to listen, but you're going to look at you're going to mute it so you'll know when it's done. That's all I'm saying. You're going to mute it so you'll know when the person is done, and then you'll come on, because I don't know. One of y'all might get all the answers right. I don't know. But you're going to have 30 seconds to get as many correct answers in our block quiz, which is Black Happenings in Blackness, okay? Black Happenings in Blackness. So all questions here will be related to things that we have discussed specifically on this show that are specifically related to Black people. There might be one where you're like, how is that related to Black people? But I'll explain after if you don't get it, all right? So I want to shout out Queens. I want to shout out the D. I want to shout out Spellman. And we're going to start with Mateso because she's been here. So, Crystal, if you wouldn't mind, step off, mute, but still watch so that you'll know when to come back.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mateso. You will have 30 seconds to get as many of these answers correct for the block quiz. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. What is one thing Martin Luther King Jr. was not?
Martin Luther King was not a politician.
What did Snoop do that got him the side eye?
He performed at one of the inauguration performances.
Who won the Heisman Trophy this year?
Travis Hunter.
What's a hella Black city affected by the LA fires?
Altadena.
Black author of Parable of the Sower?
Octavia Butler.
That is correct. Which African country is a founding member of BRICS?
South Africa.
Nice. What do you yell when you see an ICE vehicle?
Namiga!
What is Roy Wood Jr.'s profession?
A comedian. But he also
What is name of the Black movie Oscar nominated for Best Picture?
Oh, I don't know that one.
All right. Wow. That was really impressive, sis. Okay. Mateso was crushing it, y'all. Mateso got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions correct. She got 8 questions correct. That is a big freaking deal. All right. A big freaking deal. Shout out to Detroit. All right. We're going to bring Crystal back. All right.
Do I
Crystal.
step out?
Listen, you got some stiff comp right here, all right? Mateso was holding it down. Wait, you're muted. All right, there you go. Okay, there you go. All right, so Mateso, I'm going to take you off screen. Please don't go anywhere because I'm going to bring you back.
Okay.
All right, Crystal, the way this is going to work is you will have 30 seconds to get as many correct answers as you can in the block quiz, Black Happenings in Blackness. Are you ready? Name of the Black movie Oscar nominated for Best Picture. Okay, so her latency is crazy. Your latency is crazy. Like your internet is like super duper slow. I want you to sign out and come back. You got to do it because your internet is like I mean, it's like it's trying to cross the Rio Grande. All right. She gonna come back. She gonna come back. How y'all doing out there? We're having a great time. I'm having a great time. I did not expect to be on here for 2.5 hours today, by any means. But nonetheless, we're here. And yes, Amir, let's do that. Let's remind people why they're here. And while we're waiting for Crystal to come back, hey, come on, come on. You know what it is. Show your love. Show your love. Come on, leave a stupor. Show your love. If you haven't done it already, show your love. I said, hit me in the cash app, baby. Drop me a super, baby. I've been on this screen for 2.5 hours, really just trying to figure out this show. So show your love. Yay! All right, Crystal is back. Crystal is back. I think Crystal is very delayed, but we're gonna make it work because that's what I do. I make it work, y'all. I make it work. I am a Caribbean woman, Black, American, and Caribbean. So I'm making all the things work at all times. Oh, Crystal said, I'm going to get on a different device.
Come on. I'm a Black woman.
Come on.
I always got a backup plan for the backup plan. Okay?
Yes. All right, Crystal, here's how it's going to go. Again, I will give you 30 seconds, and that is going to be your chance to get as many answers correct as possible. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Miss Sales. Let's get it.
Name the Black movie Oscar nominated for Best Picture.
Wicked.
Incorrect. What's something that Democrats did specifically for Black people lately?
Nothing.
Name of sellout NYC mayor.
Eric Adams.
A Black brand sold in Target.
What's my girl? Tabitha Brown stuff.
Where is Doechii from?
LA. Los Angeles.
No. A company or store that's sticking with D&I.
Shit, Walmart.
Nope. What type of crime were the Uhuru 3 accused of? Name two principles of Kwanzaa.
Imani, faith. God damn.
Come on, you got it.
Oh my God, Crystal, why do you no?
Not Lorenz Tate, but
Lorenz Tate.
Not Lorenz Tate, but he was in love Jones.
He was Nia. Get on my nerves. Gotta work on that fast response time.
You all did such a great job. All right, well, let's go through some of these. All right, the Black Oscar movie nominated for Best Picture is Nickel Boys, and it is based on a true story, Nickel Boys. It is based on the book written by Colton Whitehead. What's something that Democrats did specifically for Black people lately? You had that correct because you said nothing. All right. Where is Doechii from? Tampa, Florida. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. All right, Tampa, Florida. Other questions I had, what type of crime were the Uhuru 3 accused of? A thought crime. We talked about that in the first episode of this show. Make sure you go back and check that out. We also asked two principles of Kwanzaa. We said Nia. We also said, you said
Imani.
We could also said Emoja. We could have also said Kujijagalia. I know Mateso knows all of them. I'll bet.
I don't know all of them, but I'm studying them.
Okay, because by those earrings, I'm like, Mateso know all these. She know all of them. Okay. Some of the other questions I had on here are, what is Lupe Fiasco launching with AI? Do either of y'all know the answer to that?
Yes.
Yeah.
A streaming service for his own music.
There you go. We also had on here that we didn't get to, what is the name of the African descendants in Belize?
Oh, I don't know.
Amelia.
The Garifuna people. The Garifuna people.
Yeah,
all right?
you did that. That's
yes, John Canoe.
The one with John
on
Canoe.
Christmas. Yep.
Yes,
yep.
and the
Also,
crazy
we asked,
feet.
Yeah, exactly. Also, we asked, what hip hop star does Luigi's lawyer's husband represent?
Sean Combs.
Yeah.
And last but not least, who is the minority speaker of the House of Representatives?
Is that Jasmine? Is that our girl Jazz? Jasmine
No.
Crockett? No. Okay.
Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries. Both of y'all gonna get a P in now because both of y'all participated today and you was on the fly and you fly. So thank you all so much. We learned so much in the Black Pop quiz. Let's just play the music one more time just for the people.
Pop quiz.
It's the Black Pop quiz. What it is.
Yes! You all have a fabulous day. Remember to email me so I can send you your pins, all right? Remember to email me so I can send you your pins. Well, y'all, we did it! We barely did it. But we completed our first ever review show. Oh my gosh, this was a journey. Child, this was a journey. Oh my goodness, this was a journey. I want to thank everybody who came on, who tried to come on. But really, I just think this was a great example of how important it is that we continue to be in community. I wanted to show you all other people speaking about these topics, not just me, because I think that also encourages us, right? It encourages us to know that we can speak about these things and that we should be speaking about these things. When you guys watch this show, I don't want you just watching to be entertained. I want you to be edutained, all right? Edutained, which makes me say, let me get into my public seals announcement.
AmandaLand.
PSA. So in 2016, I created the show Smart, Funny, and Black. Smart, Funny, and Black is a Black pop culture comedy variety game show. We have a live band, and we invite two guests to come on stage to test their knowledge of Black culture, Black history, and the Black experience. We did Smart, Funny, and Black from 2016 to 2023. And this was a show that I poured my heart and soul into. And every show was created for the purpose of there being a safe space to really lift up and to exalt Black innovation, Black history, Black culture, and the Black experience, because I was so tired of watching so much negativity as it relates to Black people on these internets, and there never being any attention paid to celebration outside of typical education excellence or economic excellence. When the truth is, our being here and continuing to be in existence is excellence in itself. We are an indigenous people, Black Americans who came to this country but against our own will and still formed a culture and an ethnicity of our own, despite the attempts at genocide. Our culture, we are an indigenous body all of our own in a unique way. And yes, indigeneity is attached to the land. Well, we were forced to be attached to the land that we couldn't even have. So it is so important to me to continue to create work in this mindset, to edutain, to really keep us grounded, not just Black people, but us as a body of people with values, with humanitarian values, and with understanding that the only way that humans will remain alive and safe on this planet is if we get back to understanding how we connect to the planet. And so that is something I am trying to do with reminding us as Black folks that we actually are connected to the earth, not to the material goods, to the access to whiteness that so often is made the pinnacle of our existence. So when I create shows like Smart, Funny, and Black, and I create my production company, Smart, Funny, and Black Productions, and we do shows like this, Views from AmandaLand, which is part of Smart, Funny, and Black Productions, it is to continue this goal, this effort of speaking through a Black lens with a global perspective, of understanding that education was so scary for those who tried to oppress us that they made it unlawful. They tell us that we're dumb. I was watching a Dr. Mark Lamont Hill speech the other day, and he's like, they tell us that we're dumb at the same time that they make laws for us to not be educated. They tell us that we're dirty at the same time that they have us clean their houses. They tell us that we're animals at the same time that they have their children suckle at our breasts. So the truth is that when it comes to the Black existence, I consider myself obligated to continue to lift us up and to continue to protect and to continue to preserve through artistic intellectualism that which is at the essence of us. And I hope that this show helped us with that today, as well as all of my shows. And that is why I continue to work in this framework at Smart, Funny, and Black Productions. Though I may have left Hollywood, will continue to create, whether it's art like these pins, whether it's digital media like this show, whether it's like my book, Body Waving Through the BS, which is coming out this fall. All of it is grounded in reminding us on a regular, daily, persistent, and somewhat annoying basis that we didn't just get here. But in order for us to stay here, we need to remember who we are and where we are.
16-second headline. And I run down some news.
PSA. All right, y'all. We did it. Shout out to everybody who was here rocking with me this whole time. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to all of our supers. Tomorrow is going to be a regular show, if anything is such a thing, here at the Views from AmandaLand. Welcome to everybody for joining us and waking up on the right side of history today. It's been a doozy, but you know what? With teamwork and Wi-Fi, we got it together. We sure did. We got it together. So again, I want to shout out everybody who came on camera today. It is not easy. It is very, intimidating to come on camera, but you did it. Oh my gosh, you did it. So please be proud of yourselves. And for everybody who just consistently remains supportive of this community, I appreciate you so much. You AmandaLanders, you rock my freaking world. Now, if we ever needed 30 seconds of stillness, today is the day. So let's get into it. Actually, before we do that, remember, you can get your Smart, Funny, and Black pins at AmandaLandExports.com. Show your love, support a creative like myself. Go to AmandaLandExports.com and get your Smart, Funny, and Black pins at AmandaLandExports.com. These Smart, Funny, and Black lapel pins are representative of not only my Smart, Funny, and Black show, but my Smart, Funny, and Black production company, which again, like I just said in my PSA, is dedicated to making work for the people, but it is supported by people like you. All right, let's get into our 30 seconds of stillness. How about it?
30 seconds of stillness.
I enjoyed laughing and learning with you. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell your friends. Also, listen to the podcast. It's available everywhere pods are casted. Listen ad-free by subscribing to Patreon Amanda Seals. Come on and join the Seals Squad. Views from AmandaLand, live 10 a.m. Eastern Monday through Wednesday with content on Thursday and Friday at YouTube Amanda Seals TV. Smart, Funny, and